Hey guys, what is up? For this week's video, I am filming an easy beginner kind of dewy makeup look, and this is just really a nice soft glow and a lot of bronzy, highlighted, kind of glowy tones, and this is a great look for a beginner and if you're just starting out and you want to get that dewy look that everyone is obsessed with, so just keep watching. So first I'm starting off with a primer water. This is a lot easier than using a cream primer. I can't speak. So I'm taking my Mario Badescu spray, and then I am taking the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the color Gobi, and I'm just applying this all over my face with a stippling brush from Real Techniques. Any kind of foundation brush you have will work, and I just sped this up for you guys, but basically I just put a little on my brush and cover my entire face with this. This is a really nice light foundation, not too heavy. It's kind of like a medium coverage. I'm using a brush instead of a beauty blender to first apply this because beauty blenders are known to soak up a lot of your foundation. So if you first apply with a brush and then take a beauty blender and smooth everything out, you're getting the most out of your product, and your beauty blender still helps to give you that flawless finish that everyone looks for when applying their foundation, but you're not soaking up all your product and kind of brewing germs and everything in your beauty blender. Now I'm taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, which I've had for ages, and I'm just using this to cover my dark circles. So I'm kind of drawing these triangular shapes under my eyes, and this helps to highlight your face too. I'm also putting this on the high points of my face, so my nose and in between my eyebrows and on my chin, and then I'm just going to blend this all out with my finger. This helps to conceal and to highlight at the same time. Now I want to set all of this concealer so it doesn't budge, so I'm taking a big fluffy brush, any kind of fluffy brush will do, and I'm taking a translucent powder and I'm putting this on all the places we applied that concealer to make sure it doesn't move, and this doesn't really add any color or anything, it just keeps all of your makeup in place. Then I'm taking a spot concealer. This is by NARS. It is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. And you could use this for under your eyes too, but I just prefer the Maybelline one for under my eyes because this one's kind of heavy. So I'm just putting this on all of my acne or dark spots, anything that kind of sticks out, and I'm just blending this in with my finger. This concealer is great for this because it's really heavy and pigmented, so it really covers anything that's sticking out on your face. Next, I want to put a powder all over my face, so I'm taking a really big fluffy brush and the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm just putting this all over where we put our foundation and where we put our concealer, and this just keeps the whole face in place, not letting anything move, and this is a great cheap drugstore powder. Next, moving on to brows, I'm taking the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I'm taking a angled brush from Sephora, and you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just outlining the tail of my eyebrow and then outlining the arch and kind of just filling that all in so I have like a really defined shape. And then when you move on to the little square part of your eyebrow, I kind of just draw a line underneath and then do soft little strokes up to keep continuing to fill the whole thing in. You really want to be careful with this so you don't go overboard, and you kind of just define all the areas that are sparse in your eyebrow without overdrawing, and you could always fix it with your finger if you mess up and add more if you feel like you need more, but the key is really just defining your natural eyebrow. Don't like go overboard and draw where there isn't anything because then it'll look really unnatural. Next, I just brush them out and I take this EOS lip balm. I know it sounds weird, but any wax-based product will help keep your eyebrows in place. Moving on to the contour, which is the key part of this dewy look, I'm taking a cream contour. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess matte bronzer, and I'm just drawing kind of a line where I would normally put my powder contour. So I'm doing my cheekbones, my forehead, and then I'm going to do on my jawline. So this is not a necessary step when doing a contour, but it really helps to show that you're like glowing from within, and it really helps to look natural. So I'm just putting this on all the spots that I would contour, and then I'm blending this out with my beauty blender. This is the most important step, blending this out. You need to blend this out really well to get that nice natural look. And then this really helps define the powder contour that we're going to put on top of this. I wouldn't normally do this if I wasn't going for something really dewy, but since that is the kind of glow we are going for, especially in the winter since everybody's so pale, this is the powder contour. So I'm taking this bronzer from Too Faced. It's the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the best bronzer. It's so easy to blend, and you can see that with the cream contour underneath, it just looks really glowy and bronzed, and you could blend it out so well. So I'm just blending this up to my temples. This is the key part with bronzer. You just want to keep blending it out so it kind of glows over your whole face. Even though you're concentrating it in an area, the key part is to blend it out so it kind of looks like your whole face is bronzed, yet you're still getting that defined kind of enhancement. And then I'm just putting this on my forehead as well, since we also put the cream contour there. And I will put a little bit on my nose too. Some people go really crazy with a nose contour. I'm not really about that life, but I just put like a little dab on my nose after my forehead. Wait for it. There we go. And then this just helps to kind of even out everything on your face. And I'm just putting some under my chin, not under my chin, on my jawline, and blending this down my neck. You have to make sure you blend this down your neck so it looks all even, and you can already see how much more bronzed the face looks and more glowy. The next most important step when going for a dewy look is a highlight. So I'm taking this Stardust highlight from Sephora, and I'm just putting this right above where we put our contour so it kind of catches the light and gives you a nice glow. It really looks like you're glowing from within with this natural looking highlighter. Some people can go a little overboard with it, but now I'm taking this Tarte Park Avenue Princess set again, and I didn't realize it was a twist off. But this is a cheek tint, so it's another cream-based product, and I'm just putting this where I would put my blush normally. So I'm also going to blend this out. This is another key step. You really need to blend this out or it sticks out too much. And then after this, I'm going to put a powder blush over this. So I'm going to take one from the Tarte Contour Palette, and I'm taking an angled brush, and I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheeks where you would normally put blush. If you don't really know where the apples of your cheeks are, you can kind of just smile a little, and then where that little part of your cheek scrunches up, you just put your blush. And it's okay if your highlight and your blush kind of cross over. Then moving on to the eyes, I'm taking a eyeshadow primer by Urban Decay, and then I realized I should probably zoom in, but I took an eyeshadow primer by Urban Decay. This is in the color Sin. And this just makes sure your eyeshadow doesn't crease. This is a pigmented primer, so you can kind of see it already gives a nice color. And then I'm just setting this with a basic white color. You want to set your eyeshadow primer so that the primer doesn't make the rest of your eyeshadows crease. And then I'm taking this chocolatey color. This is the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm just blending this into my crease with a nice fluffy brush. You really just want to blend, 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 always. Use a fluffy brush for this. It makes it so much easier. And I'm pretty sure this was the color Smarty Pants. It's a really nice glowy color, especially for the dewy look. You just want to use nice bronzed glowy colors. Then I'm taking a flat brush, and I'm taking the color Firecracker from the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm just putting this all over my lid. This really complements that brown and gives you a nice little sparkle on your eye. I'm taking the color Smarty Pants again, and I'm just putting that on my lower lash line. The same color I put in my crease just to even everything on my eye out and bring the whole eye look together. I'm curling my eyelashes with an eyelash curler. This is from Forever 21. I've had this for so long. They have really good eyelash curlers. And then I am just going to put on some mascara. So this is by Tarte. This is the Lights Camera Flashes mascara. Really good mascara. So when you put on mascara, you just want to go from the base of your lash line and kind of like wiggle the mascara up. You don't want to just start from the top, because then you're not going to get your full eyelash. Same thing with the bottom lashes. You kind of just want to start at your lash line and then wiggle down. And if you mess up, you could just use a spoolie and comb it through if it gets a little too clumpy. But this one, mascara, is pretty good at staying not clumpy. And then I'm just wiggling it all the way through. If you need to blink your eyes, sometimes that could help. But it just takes a little while to get used to putting mascara on. But once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature, basically. After this, I'm moving on to lips, so I'm just taking a lip liner from MAC in the color Boldly Bare and lining my lips, and then I'm going to take a lipstick in the color Velvet Teddy. These really complement each other. I'm not overdrawing them or anything, just keeping it super natural. And then this is the finished look. I'm just taking a little more Mario Badescu spray. That is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. You could style it however you want. It's really simple, it's really basic, and it's really easy, especially for beginners. So this is how you get that dewy look simplified that everyone is always talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next week. Mwah.